This past weekend, the Tennessee Volunteers set the record for the most threes made in a game. Any NCAA game, men or women. They had 33s. Samara Spencer, she set the program record with 9. Congratulations to them. Let me start with that. On the same weekend, the NBA saw their record set for the most combined threes made in the game, and also the record set for the most combined threes missed in the game. So before I get to my thoughts on Tennessee, let me go ahead and play some reactions from around the league in regards to those two NBA records that were set.
So we talked about the Mavs and Warriors setting an NBA record with 48 made threes, but now we got to talk about two teams that made history for the wrong reason. Hornets and Bulls met in Chicago Friday, combined to slang more bricks than Pablo Escobar. Their 75 missed threes set a new NBA record. Hornets were 8 for 46 from deep, while the Bulls shot slightly better from long range, hitting 14 of their 51 attempts. The teams combined to go 22 for 97
Oh my
from
God.
deep in the game.
That's
So three-point trend has exploded over the last decade, with the league average more than doubling between the 2011-2012 season and now. But I need to know, because it's watching it, we talk about viewership, we talk about the state of the game. Who deserves the blame for this three-point heavy era of NBA basketball?
The nerds,
Nerds! Okay,
the computer people,
okay.
they did this. Threes and
Everybody knows.
layups.
Analytics.
The best scorers in the league still shoot mid-range shots.
Yeah,
A lot. Floaters. all
mid-range
the
is not
things.
dead.
But these
Despite what they
whoever
said.
started doing that computer shit with the analytics, talking about threes and layups, I blame them. They want to put it on a player. It's on them computer people.
Accidental basketball,
I'm
Kobe
gonna
said.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot. That's what you want me to
Yeah,
do.
you talked about last week going out on fast
I
break.
blame Charles Lee. That's the
Interesting.
coach.
You blame Charles Lee
I didn't even
for
know
this
Charles
current era
was on
of three-point heavy shooting.
I blame the coaches
Okay.
Yes.
for this era.
So not
Because
just
y'all are
Charles Lee in
coaching your
particular.
team. You are watching your players. You know who to
Yes.
fucking shoot and
Yes.
who can't shoot.
Yes.
So the coaches overall, not just Charles Lee.
No, I'm saying
At every level.
For this game, yes.
For this game,
For this game, yes, but
saying
every
generally,
level
you don't have
overall.
you don't have Melo on your team. There's no way your team, as a team, should be shooting 46
Because
threes.
he shoots 13 of them motherfuckers a game himself.
Him, and then he's the one
Yes,
who
he
gives
went-
it to everybody else.
Yeah.
So there's no way
Not playing.
that,
Why are y'all shooting this?
that the rest of y'all should be able to shoot this many threes. As a coaching staff, you know your team.
All 76 of y'all.
Right? Like you watch
Not
film,
one y'all?
you go and practice every day, and I'm pretty sure, hey, don't shoot that shit. Why you don't say that in the game? Like there's no way some of these guys are shooting this many threes. Like y'all are not shooters like that. Like 3 for 15,
No.
0 for 6. Like you didn't stop at
3
0
for
for 3,
15 is
1 for
crazy.
5, 1 for 7, 1 for like, dog, there's no fucking way.
Shot 15.
Brandon Miller.
Oh, yeah, he puts that bitch
You're
up.
supposed to.
It's 21 shots, 15 of them
15 was threes.
Shoot, we.
But
95
still,
points.
That wasn't, no.
You gotta do something.
Can you actually point out it's impacting all levels of basketball? I'm watching 6 and 7-year-olds who don't
just
have
the
the physical
Hornets and
strength
Bulls.
to get the ball from the three-point line to the basket, still opting to take three-pointers on the break and
Absolutely.
airball them bitches.
Yeah, at an alarming rate.
Yeah.
The 48 combined made three-pointers are the most in a game in NBA history. That includes a franchise record 27 threes for the Warriors, the most in a loss in NBA history. Here was Steve Kerr trying to make sense of the mind-boggling numbers for his team.
I'm not sure I've ever seen a box score like this. You know, we go 27 for 54 from three, 39 assists, 10 turnovers. You know, and it felt like we were never really in the game. You know, we cut it to 5 a couple times. Guys kept fighting, but they controlled the entire game on a night where we made 27 threes and didn't turn the ball over. It's a modern NBA. It's a different world. It's a different game.
I'm not just saying this, Chene, because we saw a record for most missed threes and most made threes in a game in the same weekend, because that's what we just saw. I have felt this way for a while, and I don't think I'm alone, that the NBA is out of balance. You're in a better spot when there's more of a balance, where the three-point shot is part of the game, not the entire game. And obviously, the Warriors are a team that has defined this era. You've got Steve Kerr saying, I'm not sure why I've ever seen a game like this. And by the way, it's not bad offense. It's not like it's ugly. There was beautiful basketball being played. Like Steve Kerr said, 39 assists, 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. They were moving the ball and generating good shots. But I don't like this trend. I think we're out of balance in the NBA. And by the way, you know who agrees with me? The NBA does. Because last year, Spears, midway through the season, when we were seeing all kinds of huge scoring numbers, which the three-pointer was a part of, they changed the way the game was officiated to make it more defensively physical. And so they, I think, realize that this probably is a little bit out of control.
I think I'm going to be an OG. I think I'm going to be an unk. I'm going to go old school. My favorite new player is Alperen Sengun. Love it. Why? Because he's scoring on the inside and he's beating people up and he's getting to the free throw line. And I love watching him in Vegas, man. And that's how the Rockets are winning. They're winning with defense, toughness on the inside. They're not shooting as many threes. Watching Giannis do what he does. Watching Joker when he's in the paint. And then you see Chicago. They're making like second most threes in the NBA, but how many wins they got, right? Like, so that shooting three formula is a do or die for a lot of teams. It's not just, the Mavs and the Warriors trick you to thinking this is a good thing, but I just don't know how the NBA could change it. But I'd like to see a team just be more aggressive, take the ball to the hole more against these teams and see if that could work to their advantage.
Yeah, that strategy to me is really knowing your strengths. We're talking about 29 made threes in that game, franchise record. They're trying to get over the 30 made hump. We saw what the Celtics tried to do earlier in the year. Do you know that there is actually a team that has made 30 made threes in a game? Do you know which team that is?
I assume it was an overtime.
No, it was not. It was a blowout.
Oh.
Tennessee Lady Wolves this weekend won by 80, and they made 33s in the game. I had to shout out the ladies. Thank you.
They're
All right.
still going to lose to LSU, though.
Oh, or Stanford. No.
All right, thank you, Shanae, for bringing that back around full circle and mentioning Tennessee, because we've heard from the NBA Today cast, we heard from Gil's Arena and his cast about how they feel about what's going on in the NBA, but my safe space is women's basketball, namely NCAA women's basketball, and I don't like it. I've seen this wave sweeping through basketball. Maybe that's why I'm so deep into women's basketball now for like the past 6 years. But I don't really like this three-point wave. I'm be honest with you guys. I posted that thread that I responded to. That was December 4th that the thread was written. So this isn't reactionary to what's going on this weekend or what happened this weekend. I've had this thought for a while now. I just thought that now was the perfect time to address it. I don't really like what I'm seeing. I don't want to see the game turn into a jogging three-point contest. As I said in the thread, I'd rather watch Angel Reese fight for offensive rebounds, miss the shot, get her own rebound again, and then miss the shot and go to the free throw line, than just see people jog up and down and shoot threes, make or miss. I'll be honest with you. I want to see the real basketball game as it's played. And right now, the purest form of basketball is women's basketball. That's why so many eyes are on it right now. And so if they start going the way that the men went, that's going to be a huge mistake as far as just turning this into an open run three-point contest. Nobody wants to watch that. Let's just scroll through some of their past games just to make sure that I'm not overreacting in one game here. I'm pretty sure I'm not. 30 for 63 in this game. All right, North Carolina Central, they shot 18 threes. So you can see the disparity. This team's 0-12. We're not going to make a big deal out of this, right? Not a huge deal. At least they gave us some entertainment value. Let's look at the past game before that. That was against Iowa. It was a pretty closely fought game. I mean, 78-68. That's a 10-point deficit, but if you watch the game, it was a lot closer than that, or at least it felt like it. Iowa, they had a lot of turnovers. That was the story of the game. How close they were, even though they had 30 turnovers. That was the story of the game with the commentators. That was the story of the game afterwards. But what I was paying attention to was the fact that Tennessee put up 29 threes and Iowa only put up 14. So again, they've doubled up the three-point attempts. They're not making a lot here, only 24%. They only made 7 to 29, but they took twice as many, and they ended up winning by 10. Now, let's see what happened in the game before that. Florida State, ACC SEC Challenge. This was Florida State's chance to get into that top 25. Tanaya Latson had 38 this game. This was her chance to, really get out there on the national, like the mainstream public. A lot of people have been talking about her in basketball circles, but as far as getting her name out there, they're going to have to be a top 25 team. And let's see what happened in this game. She was phenomenal. If you saw the highlights from that game, she was fantastic. But they lost by 2. And in this game, they were 4 for 17 from 3, just 23%. Tennessee was 9 for 35, just 25%. Excuse me, just 25%. But they shot a whole lot more than double. Got them the 2-point win against a more talented team, in my opinion. So that moment was stolen from Tanaya Latson. Yeah, I'm being petty because I want to see her get some shine. But that moment was stolen from her by them chucking up a bunch of threes. All right, let's see what happened in this one. West Carolina Catamounts. Nobody really cares about them, right? This was going to be a win either way. I mean, no offense when I say nobody cares about them. I just mean nobody's paying attention to this game. 10 for 41, Tennessee was, versus 2 for 12. So more than 3 times the amount of three-point attempts. I can keep going. And I can show you that they've done this all season. No matter who they face, no matter how many they're hitting or missing, they're putting up way more attempts than anybody else. Let me just go to UT Martin. Let's see what happened here against UT Martin. UT Martin, 5 for 16 from 3. Tennessee, 9 for 39. Just 23%. Who the hell wants to watch somebody shoot 39 threes and go 23% from 3? But for them, it's not about making. It's just about how many we get up, apparently. This is a strategy. Let's just get up as many threes as we can and let the math win. Not the talent, the math. And I don't like that. I don't want to watch Moneyball. I don't want to watch math ball. They beat the Liberty Flames here. This is a good game, 93 to 109. Liberty, they were 11 for 22 from 3, 50%. Tennessee, they got up 38 threes, 14 for 38. I mean, 36%, that's not bad. But you can see what I'm saying here. It's very obviously just a part of their strategy at this point to get up as many threes as possible. Doesn't matter who's shooting them. They're pretty indiscriminate about the distribution of three-point shots. They're just trying to get up as many as possible, and that's not basketball to me, man. That's something else. I don't really want to watch it. I'm hoping that LSU does beat them. I'm hoping everybody they faces beat them. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Sorry if you're a Tennessee student or if you're thinking about going to Tennessee. I don't want to see you guys win one more game playing this style of basketball. I don't. And you guys have good players. Talasia Cooper, she deserves some respect. She deserves some respect, some attention. She had 33 and 9 in this game against Liberty. So I'm not going to just poo-poo the entire team. But I am going to poo-poo their strategy and their coach, Kim Caldwell, for allowing them to go ahead and just do this. I mean, it's her job to get as many wins as possible. I understand that. But this is horrible for women's college basketball. Not just because of what they're doing, but because what the response will be. We'll see players like Tania Latson start to just chuck up threes instead of playing their real game, because that's the only way that they can actually compete against a team that's putting up 43s a game. There's no way that you can just play your regular game and put up 15 threes and just watch them put up 40 and think that you're going to win. You're going to have to play a lot better than them every single game just to have a chance at winning. So once again, congratulations to Tennessee. This was a feat. This was an amazing feat. I'm not going to try to shit on that at all. You guys did what you did. However, I don't like it. Just me personally. And if you feel the same, go ahead and hit subscribe. Even if you don't, hit the subscribe button. I will be back all season with anti-Tennessee rhetoric. As long as the coach is, deploying this as a strategy, I'll definitely be against Tennessee for the duration. So if you're down with that, or if you're a Tennessee fan and you want to come rub it in my face every time they get a win, hit that subscribe button. I'm all for that. You don't have to be on the same side as me for us to get along. That's the kind of guy I am. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until the next video. Peace.